I don't want to waste any time on long intros today. This is one of my favorite tracks from the album. I'm so excited that we have a music video for this. So this right here, right now, is none other than Eminem and Jelly Roll. Somebody save me.
Daddy? Daddy.
Get butt in here when she gets.
Come eat.
I'm so tired.
Just come eat.
May not be in there a minute, I promise. Stop.
Well, then wake up.
Shut the door.
Somebody save me from myself.
No.
Has been so long living in hell. Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast, looking down. Sweetie, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under wheel. Somebody save me.
I'll tell you what, anytime that you just throw on like classic family movies, just being a dad, it gets you. It gets you right there, and you start thinking about your own children and those most important moments. And, you know, going back in time, there's nothing more precious than time, and it just goes by so quickly. Never forget what really matters in this life. But we opened up, and notice the framing. It's the classic square framing, like old school music videos, and it's like a whole movie from back in time. So that's why we're back in those dimensions. And then if you notice, right, notice the black on the sides? Once we start rapping, notice how it opens up. There's no more black on the sides, right? Because it becomes more modern. It becomes more of the present tense. So we use the framing to set that up, which I think is dope. And then obviously you see the projection on the screen, but even the way that that TV sits, that's not like a modern day flat screen HD TV, right? This is one of those sort of classic ones suggesting, you know, like the nostalgic feel, looking back in time to the home movie feel. And I was wondering if this opening shot was actually a real shot from Eminem back then when he was going through it, but I think they probably filmed it in the here and now and obviously just did like the lighting. It looks like Paranormal Activity almost with the green and the setup and like maybe a paid child actor to be involved in this one. I'm not sure, but it feels so realistic. I love how you're there in this moment of this intro.
Come eat.
May not be in there a minute, I promise. Stop.
And look at that silhouette. That's a beautiful shot right there of like just the silhouette of current M looking back on classic M. And again, you just have these worlds coming together, right? Classic Shady, bleach blonde hair Shady. You can see him there versus darker haired, older Eminem, and this battle throughout the album of his identity and this identity crisis between Shady and him trying to get rid of Shady, but realizing it's an integral part of who he's been, his success, but also with those highs have come lows and addiction and everything in between that. What a beautiful verse and setup.
Wake up.
Shut the door.
Somebody save me.
That's a real home movie right there.
Me from myself.
Man,
Has been so long
going through like Christmas and the important moments.
living in hell.
It's almost like it's a window into his mind as he looks back in his past and he looks into that. You know how you do like a scientific test and the subjects don't know that they're being watched almost. In this case, Eminem looking through the glass, but in this case, it's not a test, right? It's a reflection into time.
Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't.
Again, that silhouette just looks so dope. I love the way that's set up. Like the lighting is all behind him, whereas he's not set up. It's almost like he's not important, right? What's important is what's going on in his mind and this reflection in the background.
Deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle.
Which we know that he was there. I love him playing the what if game because this is a different timeline. This is the Eminem who gave in to drugs, who gave in to addiction, who didn't survive that moment when he was on death's door and he got taken and rushed to the hospital, who didn't make it. And I love how he writes from that what if perspective and putting himself into that world because we know things have been different, thankfully.
I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast looking down.
Also, you guys told me that Haley got married. Congratulations to Haley. Eminem was obviously there for that. No, she does not have a kid yet.
Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast.
Just a little shady. I've not heard that podcast. Is it any good? Somebody comment below. Let me know. Check it out.
Looking down, sweetie. I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them.
I love how the ooh is just like very distorted, right? Almost like it's running through the amp. That's Jelly Roll's voice, and it just kind of like cuts through almost like the same amp as like the gritty sort of guitar amp, just like running through and leaking into the mix off to the sides.
Above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to.
That shot right there, hang on.
Give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a...
That reflection, right? That is a very, very dope setup and shot right there. He's looking into the reflection, looking through into the glass.
Pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under wheel. Somebody save me. Me from myself.
Get it, Jelly.
I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help. Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that...
Wow, he's showing them all. He's showing his nephews. He's showing the full family here through the home movie videos. I love that. It just really lets us into his world.
Elena, sorry that you had to hear me.
And that takes courage, right? That takes a different level because, you know, at his level of celebrity, you know, I can't imagine just having everything so revealed and so out there. It's hard to keep anything private, right? And nothing is more important than family. So that's a big decision to, you know, incorporate all these home movies into it. And then you see again, classic Shady with the bleach blonde hair falling from addiction there.
Fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate, Nate.
And I love that line. I talked about this. If you want to see a full lyric breakdown, I've already broken down just the rhythms, the rhyme schemes, the lyrics, everything in my previous video. I'll put the link down below. But the graduate space W-A-I-T versus graduating. Just love that setup and rhyme writing from Eminem.
Hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate, Nate. I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to hold or hug my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do? Somebody save me. Me from myself.
Wow.
I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help.
I've said this before about Jelly Roll's voice. It's just like going down a country dirt road and just like rolling over the stone. It's so gravelly. It's so deep. There's so much soul to it. And there's a little bit of dirt on the edges. It's not fully polished, is it? Just the way that he gives you so much. And it really is like taking them to church. And you just hear like a little bit of those church organs kind of teasing you in the back of the mix, right? Like a Sunday service right now. And yeah, I'm noticing that the room is smoking. Is that representing literal smoke and the drug addiction? Or is it again like sort of this dream memory state? And obviously you saw the bleach blonde hair again, Eminem talking like to his passed out self. And it's almost sort of guilty conscious-esque. But in this case, he's not the devil on the shoulder in the guilty conscious. He's literally a form of conscious trying to save himself.
My hell, it's the only thing that seems to help. I've been staring at the video of Haley almost daily of her playing the guitar in hopes maybe that'll give me the power to fight. But the addict in me's a coward. He told me that I can't do it. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to
alternate reality, I'll turn it around. Again, just the wordsmithing on that. And you see Classic Shady looking at that guitar recital like he's literally visually representing the lyrics of what he's saying and trying to overcome that addiction. And what if he didn't?
I can't do it.
Right there, that little shot. That's another dope shot. And the silhouette of him just looking over his shoulder too. Yeah.
Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep hole and farther in the ground that I sink. As they lower me in my coffin, I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
I'm a long call, baby, don't waste your time on me.
Yeah, you've got the whole family represented there.
Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so
That is a hell of an artistic shot.
baby,
I say that about a funeral happening.
don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams.
And next to us?
Haley,
And how old are you?
12,
You've been playing guitar for how long?
about 3 months.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't. No. No. If you need help, you're not alone. You can't do that to me. You can't do that. Oh, that's like a cheat code. No, you can't do that. That's a beautiful moment. But what I want to see here is the smoke happens. He cries. I mean, it's such an emotional moment. I don't think you need to act for that. Those are legit tears.
Beyond repair. Life is
And right there,
shattered,
he's gone, right? The whole time the light's flickering.
so damaged
It's almost like this timeline is broken because thankfully he does break this timeline.
beyond repair. Life
And then the flickering stops and there's no more previous Shady. It's only Eminem silhouette on the left there
shattered, my
as he walks away because it's gone.
hopes and my dreams.
And this is a reality that was thankfully not manifested. Also, shout out to Jelly Roll. I want to know the story of this. Did Eminem hear that song? And then that's what put him on a Jelly Roll. And he was like, yo, I got to take this hook. I got to get this man involved in my song. You know, it does have those sort of sing for the moment Aerosmith vibes. You know, that Aerosmith hook that comes in, right? And then Eminem just gives us one of his greatest songs of all time, in my opinion. And this is up there. I mean, this is emotional. This is raw. This takes you on a journey and it gives you so much. And yeah, I'm glad he decided to release this as a single and give visuals to it and give a music video to it. And for me, I'm always a fan of, you know, we have the darkness, right? But here at the end, he gives you a little bit of light. He doesn't just leave you in the darkness. He shines a light. And there's that message, even amidst all this, of hope, because he did overcome it. And he did fight through his addiction. And he did find a way ultimately to be there for his family and for what matters most. And it's a message of hope and solidarity for those going through addiction, for those fighting with their demons every day, trying to overcome them. And please know that if that is you, you are not alone. There is help out there. And there are people who want to help you and who want to support you. And a lot of times I've talked about this, like it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how strong you are. If you stack enough weight on people, everybody has their breaking point, right? We all can't carry so much baggage and so much burdens. We're all going to give way and we're all human at the end of the day. And it's okay to need help. But please just know that you are not alone. I'm sure there are plenty of people who will share their stories in the comments and there's plenty of people out there. Anyways, guys, take care of yourselves. Eminem, Jelly Roll, fucking incredible. You were Knoxville certified. I love you. I'll catch you again.